All right, let's do this, William.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I have come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Good, that's good. So last time, let's see. Okay. Last time we learned about scriptural citation of the benefit of Bodhicitta inside the Flower Dome Sutra, chapter 17. Remember this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We learned about this quite a bit.
Yes.
The king Saka, he asked the Dhamma wisdom Bodhisattva, right? About the one who have the initial bodhicitta, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the marriage in virtue? So it's unbelievable, right? Compared to even the Arhat or the Pasika Buddha. And you remember the story? You remember what we read last time, maybe?
Yeah, the examples that were given about how, if they made offerings of music to all of these beings for all of these kalpas, or if they taught them to keep the precepts, or even if they, taught them to become arhats, that none of that was the smallest part of the initial intention for bodhicitta.
Wow, you have a good memory. So basically, yeah, all the beings from 10 directions, right? Up to help them to be able to attend Arhat or Pasika Buddha as well. But why it's that person do that's such the wonderful deed, it's still not be able to compare.
Yeah, because the end of bodhicitta is not nirvana. So an arhat will then rest in nirvana until they give rise to bodhicitta. But by someone who first gives rise to bodhicitta, then they become the source of so many others also giving rise to bodhicitta. And so it's like a spreading fire of liberation.
Wow. That's wonderful. Yep, it's not easy nowadays. Looking in this world, right? We have a lot of people very intelligent and very rich. And if you ask them to do the good deed for others, it's not easier. It looks simple, but not easy for them. Now we've been talking about to serve others, just like the servant. Serve as a master, right? No such thing in this world. That's why when we live in this world, the world of evil, but we still be able to have this superior intention. It's wonderful. It's not easy to have it. If we don't have this kind of teaching, we have no idea how to develop that kind of the mind state, right? So we just like it's the light. When we have the light up, right, it will dispel all the darkness, right? It's wonderful. Okay, that's good. Right, so I don't want to go deep into too much about this, because this one right here, they don't have the complete chapter. The book we have is it's not complete. So basically, the part I want to search for it, it's not there.
Mm.
That's why I don't know. But anyway, so that's why I skip this one. It's okay. Okay, go ahead and do this one.
The excellence and benefits of bodhicitta, recognizing bodhicitta, the divisions of bodhicitta, the benefits of the aspiring mind of bodhicitta, the benefits of the engaging mind of bodhicitta. If our meditation on bodhicitta is to be successful, we need to understand exactly what the essence of this mind is. As already stated, bodhicitta is a spontaneous and continuous state of mind that seeks enlightenment solely for the benefit of all sentient beings. Shantideva says that this mind is of two types, aspiring bodhicitta and engaging bodhicitta. To understand the significance of and the distinctions between these two types of mind, it is helpful to be familiar with the traditional methods of cultivating bodhicitta. Bodhicitta can be developed by following either of two methods, the sevenfold cause and effect instruction, or equalizing and exchanging self with others. The first method was originally taught by Buddha Shakyamuni and subsequently passed through Maitreya and Asanga in an unbroken lineage to such masters as Sir Lingpa and Atisha. The second method, equalizing and exchanging self with others, was designed specifically for those of sharp intelligence. It was also taught by Buddha Shakyamuni and passed through Manjushri in an unbroken lineage of Indian masters, the Shantideva himself. Both lineages have survived to the present day and are currently held by accomplished teachers of all traditions of Mahayana Buddhism. Equalizing and exchanging self with others will be explained at length in the 8th chapter. What follows is an explanation of developing bodhicitta using meditating on the sevenfold cause and effect instructions. This method flourished widely throughout India and Tibet, and by studying it, we will see that bodhicitta is not something that can be attained instantly, but rather is the result of gradual training and development of the mind.
Okay, what do you
So this part is discussing it's going to explain the divisions of bodhicitta, the aspiring and engaging minds of bodhicitta, those two divisions. But it says in order to understand these distinctions, we should first understand the methods of cultivating bodhicitta. So it's then it goes into the discussion of those two ways of cultivating it by the sevenfold cause and effect instructions and the equalizing and exchanging self and other, explaining that the most commonly taught method and applied method was the sevenfold. What was that method called?
sevenfold cause and effect.
The sevenfold cause and effect instructions. But also the other one that was taught is for the one of equalizing and exchanging self and others for those with particularly sharp faculties with strong intelligence. Oh yes, and that the essence of bodhicitta, it's this this mind state, the spontaneously arising desire for enlightenment in order to help living beings, to free them from their suffering, is the essence of bodhicitta.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. So, okay, go ahead and we'll do this. Okay.
The sevenfold cause and effect is a method involving the successive development of 7 realizations as follows. Recognizing that all living beings are our mothers. Remembering the kindness of all mother beings. Developing the wish to repay the kindness of all mother beings. Developing affectionate love. Developing great compassion. Developing superior intention. Developing bodhicitta. This method is called the sevenfold cause and effect because these 7 realizations are a chain of cause and effect leading to the final realization of bodhicitta. For example, the realization of affectionate love acts as a cause for developing great compassion.
Okay. All right. I will not use I will skip most of the text they describe each one of this, and we will go directly into the real life example, and we will develop from there. I think that is more interesting, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So now you see that the sevenfold cause and effect, all these seven here. What do you think that this method is useful for with the audience, for with I mean the object or the subject or whatever?
Yeah, I think especially for someone who believes in reincarnation. If someone doesn't believe in reincarnation, then they may have trouble with this first one.
Yeah, that's right. And what it did, let's say that we are the one who believe in reincarnation, and what it did good for our life, in our daily life.
Yeah, if we can regard other beings the same way we regard our mother, and we can even like see them as that, having that connection, that not just imagining that they are, but knowing that in a past life they were. Well, the way, if our mother does something, we tend to be forgiving, we tend to be understanding, we tend to be patient, we tend to be much more generous than if someone else does something. So this can just help us to behave more kindly towards other people,
Mm.
to give them the benefit of the doubt, and to try to support them in any way we can.
Mm. You see the world right now is very chaos, right? The war going on in the Middle East as well as in Ukraine and Russia and Israel and Hamas. All those things crazy, really crazy, right? In crazy way. And it could be wider, right? Could be. They will very quickly, if we don't be careful, we will quickly spread all over the place, uncontrollable. That's really crazy. So let's say that. Let's look at within our family, right? Within our family, we already have a lot of trouble already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our sibling, between our sibling, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have a smooth connection, but sometimes we do have a rough connection. And usually what we do with the rough connection,
I mean, usually it stays that way.
we just run away. We don't want to face it with
Yeah.
the rough facing, right? We just hide it, we run away, ignore it. Does that work?
No.
No, not at all. It be even worse and worse, right?
Yeah.
Why? Why do we in that attitude? Why do we have that such kind of attitude?
I think generally there's something that we feel we're right about and that the other person's wrong.
Yeah.
And we can't let go of the fact that we're right and they're wrong.
So anything right or wrong, doesn't matter who is right, who is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And the conflict or argument will begin. And that also means our ego.
Yeah.
And the Buddha teaching is to let go our ego or ourselves, right? But we usually we do opposite. So it's not easy.
No.
So basically today we learn this one here to deal with any kind of affinity. In Buddhism, we call karmic affinity. They have both negative and positive. They also have far and near. Affinity, it means connection we have in the past. The far affinity, that means someone that we rarely see. Maybe our friend, or once in a while we see them. But the near affinity, that means our loved one within our family, parent, children, sibling. And doesn't matter far or near, they do also have both positive and negative. When we have positive affinity, that means very smooth connection. We enjoy. But is that easy to make to cause a negative affinity? If we are not mindful.
Yes.
Yeah, we're very easy to bring a conflict between us. That's a small thing.
Yeah.
I have well, we actually I have one of I treat her just like my big sister because she older than me, 12 years old. And you know what? She's good. She's really smart, very smart. She would when you work for the gas company, she would executive advisor. That means advisor for the president, for the all kind of top one. She's really good in mathematics, and also she learned about the economy at the major. She have master degree in that. She's really good. But one time she allow her sister, younger one, she the oldest one. She allow her younger sister and her husband to live inside the house, but use her garage to convert into the room, right? The garage to convert that to room. So they live there. They have everything in there. And she told that she told the younger one, say that the only thing I would like you to do, I let you live here, but there is one condition. What were the conditions? She said that I vegetarian, right? I would like you to also, if you stay in the house, do not eat meat. That's the only thing I care. If you want to eat meat, it's okay. You go out and eat outside, no problem. But you know what? The younger one did not listen to her, and they by they are not vegetarian, of course. They usually cook in the garage, and they eat the meat, and they lie to her, and that's why she get mad. And once she get mad, she turned into uncontrollable, and she speak very harsh against them. She expel them out of the house, kick them out. And since then, no communication for many years, more than 3 years. And the mom, right? The mom lived with the younger one, the youngest one. And the youngest one, they have a very good connection with the second one. That means the one been kicked out of the house. And you know what? Due to this incident, she doesn't go and visit the mom. She did not go and visit the mom. That means the mom become the innocent of this. You know what I mean? It's really crazy. I said, what for? And I dare not to go to her direct confront her. Well, I just, once in a while, because she when she mad, we don't want to say anything that trigger her anger. She knows Buddhism very well, but you know what? Because of the ego,
Yeah.
because she's very smart and she think that she better than them, I guess. And she everything she want to be perfect. And that is also the problem as well.
Hmm.
Uh, so anyway, so that's why if we don't know how, and that's why when we break, just like the mirror, right? If you crack it, can you be able to heal it? To make it no more crack?
I don't know how to with a mirror.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
When it's cracked, and the mark of the crack is always there. Doesn't matter what we do, it won't be the same. So never do such a thing that we will be would be dreadful in the future. This is very, very important. So I well anyway. So if we in that situation, what should we do?
Mm.
If you are the big sister,
Yeah. Um, have a conversation with them
mhm,
about it. You know, say, hey, I asked you not to do this. You guys are still doing this. Um, it's tough because it seems like if they're just cooking and eating it in the garage, maybe just let go and be like, all right, fine. They're going to do that. I asked them not to. They're still going to do it. Okay. You know, I did my best, but they're going to do what they're going to do no matter what. So rather than not be able to help them by being too rigid with them, just like, whatever, let them do their thing and just let go, move on.
or we can we can do this. Yes, I would like you to stay with me. It's okay. But if you keep doing it, that's okay because that is your you are not vegetarian. I don't expect you to become vegetarian like me. It's okay. But if you keep doing that, I think it's good for you to seek for the place that you feel more comfortable for yourself, right? And you can live in the way that you like. It's okay. So just offer them a chance to search for the place because they working, they have money,
Hmm.
they don't have problem with the money. Well,
Oh, okay.
so that is not a problem. And just tell them that okay, it's okay. Give them some time. I wish that you can find the good place to move out, and that's the end of the story, right? And don't
Mhm.
force them, of course, with love and kindness. And we've just slowly and help them to have a settle out their life. Not easy. That's not too bad, right?
No, that's not too bad.
But if the if we have a sibling, the one that always causes us a lot of problems, they have a very bad habit, very easy to get angry. Whatever we do, we cannot do anything about. We cannot change him or change her, whatever. In that situation, then what should we do? Kick them out?
So this and their same sort of thing. They're living in the garage in this situation.
Oh well,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe in the guards, yeah,
you're just saying
something like that.
kick them out. I think find the safe distance. So find that what sort of closeness of relationship still allows things to stay positive.
But how do we remember when we deal with these kind of people? We might have a lot of negative energy. So how do we release that using this model?
Oh yeah. I yeah, so we could follow these 7 steps.
Yeah, can you help
I'd
me?
be restating it. Yeah, you could consider that in the past they really took care of you as your mother, as one's mother, and that they showed such kindness, not thinking of themselves, but just thinking about our well-being. And
But how do we recognize them as our mother in the past?
well, through knowing that there've been numberless lifetimes that we've lived, and all of those lifetimes we've had mothers, and so all living beings have taken turns being mothers for all other living beings.
Right. Then when you contemplate on that, does that help you release some?
I feel like the exchanging self and other method is a little more direct for me, but this one is good too. I mean,
Actually, the other method we will learn in chapter 8.
in chapter 8, yeah, I think that one's the one I usually go to, is like, okay, what would it feel like for myself to have this happening? But yeah, I think it can diffuse it if we can be mindful to practice it. Yeah, because then we can think like, oh, okay, like if we can see it as an opportunity to practice, if we can see it as like, okay, this is what I've been waiting for, I want to become more compassionate, this person is giving me an opportunity, then we're already seeing it as something, when it's not negative anymore. Now it's an opportunity. It's a chance to practice. So there's something positive there. And then it's easier to apply this.
Okay, the first step is you recognize it, and what about the second step?
The first step, recognize the. So you're saying from here in the sevenfold cause and effect?
Yeah, you can go step by step. Yeah.
Yeah. So after recognizing that it's been our mother, then thinking of the kindness that they must have paid us in a past life, just how our mother in this life showed us constant kindness. And it's natural from there to want to repay that, to be grateful for it. So
I don't familiar with the Western way of respect the parent, but in our culture, Asian, especially Asian culture, we honor our parents. That is, I don't know about your culture much. How your culture do?
yeah, we definitely like, it's variable for sure. I think a lot of us take our parents for granted, but there is for those of us who had a good relationship with our parents, I think there's a strong connection and like mutual kindness and love and respect. And I'm not sure as much about honoring. I don't think there's as much of a role of sort of that sort of honoring or reverence component, but there is certainly a respect and an appreciation.
Yeah, I do believe that every culture they do have that respect, but it's a little different than okay, I will tell you my culture so you would see it. So for the second step, right, we remember the kindness of our mother. That means the one that who caused us a lot of problem. If we recognize them, he or she and our mother in the past, and now we have to remember the kindness that she have done to us. And how do we know that that mother have all the kindness? Well, we look at the current mother life, right? Then we can compare. So how do we compare? Well, since the day we in her womb, how long? 9 months and 10 days. And it's not easy for the mom to walk, to sit, to stand. Or that means all the posture. It's not easy, not comfortable. And and sometimes she did not have time to care for her own beauty. because all the time she focused on the well-being of the unborn child in her womb. This is the kindness of the kindness and compassion of the mom. And when the mom deliver, right, do the due date for the deliver, that means give birth to the baby. The Buddha said that in the past, we don't have the technology, medical technology. The mom had to go through a lot of pain. How much pain? The Buddha said that just like 1,000 knives tearing her body. That really hurt, right? Really painful. And just like the pig have been slaughtered. And all the blood from the pig, they pour out onto the ground. That's how pain the mom is. And sometimes she had to give up her own life to save the mother. No, to save the baby. There is the story inside the sutra. One time the Buddha said that there is a woman, right? She usually she not the nice lady, okay? But when she carry her own baby on the trip, right? And suddenly there a lot of raining, and the water is flooding everywhere. And there is the river that she had to cross to be able to get to the other side. And you know what? And she did. She tried it. And when the water becomes so high, and you know what? She she become very weak. She can give up her trials to save her own life, and the water flow is so strong. And you know what? The mom said that I'd rather die together with my son instead of save myself. Yes, she did. She holding the son or the baby, the child, and die by drowning, right? Drowning, and they both die. To that sacrifice, even though she was bad, right, to the other people, but to this kind of action, she reborn into the heaven of the Brahma. That means the form Ram. The form Ram, Rama, it means loving kindness. So that kind of mother is, she'd rather give up her own life to save the baby. If the baby cannot survive, she died with the baby as well. So this is that's how we contemplate. Just like when the mom, when she tried to give birth to her her baby, and if something wrong, right, it cost her own life and the baby. She'd rather die to keep the baby. This is the great compassion of the mom. So when you contemplate like this, yes, at the beginning we have a lot of hatred against this person, 100%. When we recognize that this person is our mother in the past, maybe we go down to 95%, right? We reduce by 5. And the contemplate on this one right here, right? And not only that, when we were born, right? We take care of ourselves? No. We have to we have to rely on the mom milk. How long? 3 years. And the milk, it represents for her blood, her nutrition. We drink her milk, we drink her blood, her nutrition. And that's why in the Uban Lama Sutra, the Buddha said that when he and his disciple walk on the road, right? They on the side of the road, there were a high pile of the bone, just like the hill. And he stopped suddenly and turned toward facing the bone, and he bowed down three times. And and Ananda, Venerable Ananda, very surprised. He said that the World Honored One, you are the father of all being, and you are fully respected by all being. Why you bow to the bone? And the Buddha said that even though you are my closest attendant, but this profound meaning you do not understand. I bow to the bone because in those bones, there maybe there might they were my ancestor, my past life parent. I bow down to them to express my gratitude of the kindness and compassion that they have done for me in the past. See, the Buddha also bowed to the bone to express the gratitude. And what about us? Right? And you know what? After that, and the Buddha said to the Ananda, can you help me to separate the bone into two groups? One is for the male, one is for the female. And the Ananda said, oh, wow, how could I be able to do that? When the people still alive, we can be able to distinguish by the way they talk, they walk, they wear clothes, right? But when they die, all they have left is bone. How do we be able to distinguish the bone between male and female? Do you know what the Buddha said? It's very easy. The bone of the male is white and heavy. The bone of the female is black and light. Why it's light and black? Because female is the one give birth to us. And we suck all the milk from them. That's why their bone is light and black. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This is the compassion of the mom. Since then, both parents take good care of us and they raise us. Even though when we are 60 years old, but under our parent eye, we still their kid. That is the very compassion of the both parents. So when we contemplate deeply into this situation, it will help us to reduce the hatred against them. Maybe down to 80, I guess. That's not too much, I guess.
Better. There's a little bit of wiggle room there.
Okay. And what about you? But so that is well, that's how we view that's how we honor them. That is the reason why we honor them. Because they sacrifice everything for us. Not only help us to teach us to become a moral person, but to make sure that we always on top. They're willing to pay everything, even the shelter, the food, whatever, the education. Even though when they are poor, but they're willing to make sure you're on top of everything. That sacrifice, no one can do that except parents. So and also in our culture that our parent is always push the children to go to the education. Doesn't matter what kind of status they are, uneducated, but they want their children to be educated, not like them. Even though they have to work very hard to earn the money to pay for the education, yet they will do it. Yep. So that's why we honor our parents. And when I teach the kids, I use this sutra, I teach them, and I also make sure them aware of it. They acknowledge some point, some level. And I told them that you still have both parents, right?
Yes.
So I told them that, well, try not to push your parent into the nursing home. You know why?
I wouldn't want to be in a nursing home. It's hard if there's nothing you're familiar with. There's no one around that really cares about you. You may not be taken care of very well. Usually people's memory deteriorates faster. They're lonely.
But nursing home, they have many different levels. If you work in with a good salary, yes, your retirement will be used for the nursing home payment, and you have a different lifestyle. That's no problem. But usually for the poor people, if they don't have when they work, right, they don't have a good salary. They don't have the when they they don't have a good retirement. Then you know what, the nursing home they will stay is terrible, because I witnessed this a lot in California. They because they have one CNA, that means certified nurse assistant, can oversee maybe 10 or 15 different patients. And you know what they do is, let's say that our loved one want to have a diaper change, right? Change diaper. It will take some time for them to come. Maybe 30 minutes or even more. And you know what? That causes our loved one get angry. And when our loved one get angry with them, you know what? Do you think they're happy to serve you next time?
No.
No, they will take more time. They cause our loved one even worse. That is just the physical suffering. But what about, well, when we put our parent into the nursing home? Well, maybe at the beginning we visit them one a few times a week. Gradually, maybe one every week, one every 2 weeks, one every month. And that's terrible. And you know what? When we don't come often, the CNA doesn't care. They don't care. If we don't care about our parents, why should they care? They will be mistreated very badly. If our parents, let's say that our loved one is they are the one who lay on bed, they cannot move. Well, if they move, they have to have the wheelchair. If you know what, our loved one cannot be able to eat, they cannot help our loved one to eat. It's torture. I witnessed this a lot, because I when I was a lay person, I stay there. I take care of one of the one old lady. I usually love to take care of the old people, and one of them is called me as a son, and I call her as a mom, because she did not have she never married. Of course, she never have children, and that's why I take care of her when she was still good health, but even though for many years, and she to the point that she no longer be able to take care of herself. Of course, she have a sister and nephew and niece, but all they want to do is kick her into the nursing home. Yeah, of course we cannot claim on them. But once she into the nursing home, I have to visit her almost every day, because I work nearby, right? Every time at the end after work, I go directly to the nursing home and spend almost an hour. talk to her and see whatever she needs. I take care from there. Even, well, I just want to share the story. I don't want to. Well, I also wash her clothes. I bring her dirty clothes home and do the laundry, because when we let them do that at the nursing home, you know what happened? The clothes is misplaced, and eventually she have no, well, she don't wear her clothes, but she might wear other clothes, other people clothes. That's crazy.
Mhm.
And sometimes she want to eat. I also cook for her as well. Well, I'm not a good cook, well, but anyway, try it. I visit her maybe at least 5 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week. And sometimes when the holiday, I also buy the cookie or give a pizza to give to the nurse station, so all the staff can enjoy the. And also our New Year, I give them for the nurse, I give them those things, and for the CNA, I give them money. So they know, they remember, even though our loved one give them a hard time, but they okay with it.
Mhm.
It's not easy. It's really tough. So I so nursing home is not a good place for our loved one. Not at all.
Mhm.
Only when you have a good retirement. Yeah, nursing home is one-on-one. It's okay. One-on-two. The nurse take care directly to you. That's fine. But commonly for the low income, not a good idea.
Mhm.
I also saw that there were two sisters, and one of them is willing to stay home and take care of the mom, and the other go to work and help to pay for the living. I said, wow, this is excellent. It's very rare to see a children to sacrifice that much for the parent. Um, so when we are rich in material, do you think that represents for the rich?
Does what represent for rich?
Let's say that we are very wealthy. Does that mean make you rich?
Mm. Yeah, it just depends what sort of richness we're talking about. But I mean, you can have little money and be rich in your relationships. If
Mm.
you're loved by people and you love the people around you and your life is meaningful, then that can be rich, even if you don't have a lot of money.
So the one who have the virtue, that is truly rich. If the one have lack of virtue, doesn't matter how much money they have, they are not truly rich. They will become poor, and they will become suffer. Yeah. Okay, we can stop right here, and now we can turn over to the mantra, I guess.
Okay.
That sounds good. Cô Lan, are you ready?
Dạ thưa thầy, dạ.
Cô mở cái xe đi, cô sợ mở cái link đi. Tổng
Ủa, con mở link hả thầy?
cô mở của xe chứ. Cô là người tổng, cô phải xe chứ. Okay, we only do the Sureng Gamma mantra. We will do one straight, 554 line.
Okay.
Cô mở đi khi nào cũng. Because I want you to get used to the mantra.
Yeah.
because the mantra is one of the most important mantra in Buddhism. That every temple in Vietnam, most of them, not every, but most of them, we do this thing in first thing in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock. That's the first thing we do. The Sugan Rama mantra as well, the great compassion and 10 small mantra. We do one all together in the morning.
Dạ thưa thầy, kinh Lăng Nghiêm thì mình để là công phu khuya phải không thầy ạ?
English có English version đó, nó để là landscape đó, English.
Công phu khuya with English landscape, right?
Right, that's true. We will do the cô đọc luôn tiếng Việt bài tâm chánh định như bắt đầu ở bên. We do at beginning. Okay. Go. Okay, rồi stop right there. Oh no. Cái Nam Mô Lăng Nghiêm Hộ Từ Một cái đó. Okay, now we go together. Một con đọc đi, con nào.
Nam mô Lăng Nghiêm Hội Thượng Phật Bồ Tát. Nam mô Lăng Nghiêm Hội Thượng Phật Bồ Tát. Nam mô Lăng Nghiêm Hội Thượng Phật Bồ Tát. Tâm chánh định như vận động, thủ lăng nghiêm nhân thế khó tìm, trăm ngàn muôn kiếm đạo điên, vô minh chứng sanh chứng liền pháp thân. Này con nguyện chứng ngôi chánh giác, độ chúng sanh như cát sông Hằng, thân tâm này nát như trần, hồng ân chư phần chúng phần báo ơn, cung thịnh Thế Tôn lại chứng minh. Đời năm trước con sinh vào chướng, một chúng sanh quả phần chưa thành, con nguyện không chứng vô sanh niết bàn. Đại hùng đại lực đại từ bi, giúp con dừng sanh sân si buồn phiền, để sớm được lên ngôi thường giác, ngồi đạo tràng bát ngát 10 phương, hư không có thể tiêu tan. Nguyện con kiên cố không hề lung lay. Nam mô 10 phương thường trụ chư Phật. Nam mô 10 phương thường trụ pháp. Nam mô 10 phương thường trụ hiền thánh tăng. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Phật Đảnh Thủ Lăng Nghiêm. Nam mô Quan Thế Âm Bồ Tát. Nam mô Kim Cang Tạng Bồ Tát. Đọc tiếp luôn hả thầy?
Đọc hết luôn chứ. Đọc chú luôn á.
Bấy giờ từ đành nhục kế của phần phán, phóng ra hào quang trăm báo với hoa sen ngàn canh. Sorry thầy, con bị trẹo đấy. Trong mỗi hoa sen có hoa Phật ngồi, từ đảnh hoa Phật phóng ra 10 vầng hào quang trăm báo. Mỗi vầng hào quang hiện ra nhiều thần kim cang mặc tính, vì thần bưng núi, vì thần cầm bảo sự đứng khắp trong hư không. Đại chúng trông thấy vừa mừng vừa sợ, đều cầu Phật thương xót che chở và một lòng lắng nghe Phật. Từ đảnh tướng vô kiến phóng ra hào quang co hoa Phật tuyên thuyết thần chú. Nam mô Tát Đát Tha Tô Già Đa Ya A Ra Ha Đế Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Tọa. Nam mô Tát Đát Tha Phật Đà Cu Chi Sắn Ni Sam. Nam mô Tát Bà Bột Đà Bột Địa Tát Đa Bệ Tề. Nam mô Tát Đa Nắm Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Câu Chi Nắm Ta Xá Ca Bà Ca Tăng Gia Nắm. Nam mô Lô Kê A La Hán Đa Nằm. Nam mô Tô Lô Đa Ba Na Nằm. Nam mô Ta Yết Rì Đà Già Di Nằm. Nam mô
Yeah, let's do the chanting. Good. Let me take over. Boy. Go ahead.
May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with hearts of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Good. All right. Thank you. I'm going to have the